Good morning, everyone, and a very happy new year of 2025. Today's topic is strategies to enhance student learning outcomes and the school's academic results. That's the goal we have to reach, school's academic results. Learning outcomes. Learning outcomes are explicit statements of what we want our students to know, understand, or be able to do as a result of completing our courses. Let's define student learning outcomes. Student learning outcomes can be defined as the clear, measurable statements that describe what the student is expected to know, that's the knowledge part, what he or she has to understand, that's the understanding dimension, and how he or she should apply the data, that's the application aspect, and how he or she should improve the relevant skills, that's the skill development, at the end of learning. How to achieve these student learning outcomes? We have to identify student learning goals, design the course and curriculum to meet the goals, provide learning opportunities, assess student learning to identify revisions to courses or curriculum, use assessment results to revise goals, teaching methodologies of the pedagogics and curriculum. Finally, our goal is to achieve student learning outcomes. How to achieve goals of SLOs? The big picture is the goals, then we have to objectives, that's what trainers will do to pursue the goal, and then the outcomes, what learners can do afterwards, evidence of reaching the goal. These have the foundation on curriculum development, teaching methods, assessment strategies. What is the significance of student learning outcomes? We focus on achievement. Final goal is to achieve the result, and accountability on the part of the teacher as well as the student, and improvement. If you see the picture, I am creating the goal, I am evaluating the performance, I am analyzing the content and performance, and I'm applying the knowledge, then understanding, and then that makes you remember the things. What are the key components of student learning outcomes? We have cognitive skills, knowledge and intellectual skills involving critical thinking and problem solving, behavioral skills, practical application of knowledge in real world scenario, affective domain, that's emotional and motivational aspects of learning including attitudes and values, assessment, continuous and comprehensive evaluation by tests, projects and presentations. How to measure academic results of the school? School results. Board results reflect the effectiveness of a school system, including academic performance, student well-being, and social outcomes. Let us see what the common metrics are. Test scores, graduation rates, college and career readiness, student engagement to co-curricular and extracurricular activities, teacher quality and teacher satisfaction. According to UNESCO, learning outcomes are defined as the totality of information, knowledge, understanding, attitudes, values, skills, competencies or behaviors an individual is expected to master upon successful completion of an educational program. How to use data to assess outcomes? Quantitative data is test results, grades, graduation rates, and attendance. Qualitative data includes student feedback, teacher evaluation, surveys, and classroom observation. And finally, data analysis, identifying patterns and gaps and plugins. Adjust teaching strategies and curriculum based on the data. How to measure learning outcomes and their impact. Traditional assessment metrics are there, and qualitative approaches, long-term impact, continuous improvement, and context matters, and then holistic assessment. These are the steps to be focused upon while measuring the learning outcomes and their impact. We find many challenges in measuring student learning outcomes. Diverse student populations, varying backgrounds, varying learning styles, and varying abilities of the students. Resource limitations, limited funding and limited infrastructure, limited support, and limited training for teachers. Then, as assessment bias, assessment should be fair enough and accurate equally for all students. Then, how to improve student learning outcomes. The best practices for improving student learning outcomes include personalized learning, individual attention to the student, data-driven decision making, professional development of teachers, collaboration, first an ideal school in which should practice fostering a collaborative environment among students, teachers, and parents. Student learning objectives and schools' academic results go hand in hand. Strong student learning outcomes directly contribute to positive school results. Use of student learning objectives to track progress and modify strategies for continuous improvement, and regular and continuous assessment of student learning outcomes allows for ongoing feedback and refinement, enhancing individual and collective achievement. Finally, let me conclude this session. As Benjamin Franklin says, "Tell me and I forget. Teach me and I may remember. Involve me and I learn." Hence, in order to achieve student learning outcomes, let's follow the interactive, inclusive, involving the student, experiential learning, and experimental learning, such that our school can go ahead towards grand success. Thank you so much.